Hey everyone, it's our man Reviews, and today I am going to be showing with you my next Non-Goosebumps Book Haul video for you guys today. So it turns out I have 5 or 6 books. I think if I counted right, I think it's 5 books. So yeah, they're all not Goosebumps, and they're all not Fear Street Goosebumps books. So yeah, anyways. Um, 2 of these books, I got in like this little book box thing. If you know what I'm talking about, they're like these little book box kind of things. I don't know if they really look so much like a birdhouse, but they're just kind of like little boxes that hold books, and then you like take a book out, you open up the door, you take a book out, you read it, and then it's kind of up to you if you want to bring it back if you don't like it, so that you can give someone else a chance to read it, or you just keep it, which I would not prefer that when it comes to these particular book boxes. And those 2 books came from this Main Street Books library on Main Street. It's kind of a used library that is in the city, right next to the city where I live in. I think I've mentioned that before in one of my other videos, I think. But yeah, anyways, the first book here is one of them that I actually got in that little box library thing. It's kind of like a little miniature library just outside. But anyways, this is White Fang by Jack London. Yeah, this is a mass market paperback book copy here that I have. Yeah, and it did come from Main Street Books. Where's that sticker? I thought I saw a sticker somewhere. I think it's on the other book. Anyways, White Fang. Yeah, pretty nice copy. Just a little bit beat up. It's just got a little bit of wear on the spine. Kind of up there at the top too, but great mass market copy here. I'm pretty excited to read it. The cover actually looks really neat. You have these 2 wolves fighting underneath the moon. That's pretty nice. Yeah, it's a pretty old book too. Also, the pages are very nice and clean. They're not actually very colored or anything like that. They're not really brown or yellow or anything. That actually one of my Goosebumps, R.L. Stine Goosebumps Fear Street books actually is. That book has yellowing on the sides of all the pages, but pages in this one are intact. They look nice and clean, so yeah, I think I'll like this book. Anyways, next book is another book that I got in that same Main Street Books library. Yeah, this one has a sticker on the back. And it turns out that I actually have another book that I got in that same little library box thing. So I have 3 in total. So after this one, there's another one that I got in that same little library book thing. Anyways, this is The Lion Game by James H. Schmitz. Yeah, I'm actually kind of more interested in reading this one than White Fang. I think there's a movie called White Fang, I think. Maybe that book is inspired off the movie, I don't know. But The Lion Game. This weird guy-looking griffin thing, this thing looks like a freaking griffin, dude. That's not a lion. I don't get it. I mean, the lion people, what the heck? I did a little research for this book a little while ago, and it turns out it's like an alien book, and it turns out the generic lion people in this book are technically aliens that look like lions, and that must be one of them. But that looks like a freaking griffin, dude. I mean, a bird's face, beak. What are those ears, dude? It's got a big old furry body. That cover's kind of creepy. It scared me the first time a little bit when I first picked up this book. Yeah, this book is in really bad shape, though. It may not be as in bad enough shape as you think, but it's just got a lot of wear to the spine, especially down here. You can see that big old crease mark on the bottom corner. Yeah, just a little bit of wear on the back, too, but I think this is also a mass market copy. It says Ace Science Fiction, right up there at the top. So, I don't know, it must be a mass market, just like White Fang. But the pages are more yellow, they're a little bit more colored, but I'm fine by that, as long as they're intact. I think they are pretty well intact, so, yeah. Anyways, next book. Holy cow. This cover art on this book may frighten some of you guys. But holy cow, this is one of the best cover arts on a book that I've ever seen in my life. Undoubtedly. But this is called Reef of Death by Paul Zindel, or Zindel, whatever. But holy cow, look at this cover art. Can you imagine just a horrified, terrifying, mutant sea creature like this one right here, just like swimming around in the ocean waters? That would terrify the heck out of me. Holy cow, that cover is really chilling. Not so much scary to me anymore, but it may be scary to you guys, any of you guys. But holy cow, I mean, everything about it is done very nicely. The teeth, the face, it's got some color on it. It just looks really nice. I mean, holy cow. Also, the spine is kind of crooked. As you can see, I'm holding it as straight as possible right here, but it may still be kind of hard to tell. But when I turn the book flat, you can see the spine right here is like slanted that way, and it's like it's like curving the book right there. Now I don't know if that's an issue or not. I don't know if that's like gonna rip out the pages over time, like right up here. But comment down below if you know if that's an issue or not. I personally tried looking it up, asking on AI if it is an issue, but that was clearly no help at all. But anyways, comment down below if you know if that's clearly a issue that'll just be bad over time. Anyways, Reef of Death. Now, I have read a little bit of this book. You can see the bookmark in there. This book came from Allen Country Public Library. I got this book off of eBay for a pretty good price. It's just very beat up too, some creasing, some damage, pretty much all over. It's got stickers all over too. Yeah, I think this is a YA book. I'm pretty sure it is, but it says ages 10 to 14 down there, so I'm assuming, is it a middle grade horror thriller book? It must not be. It must be a YA book, because, you know, the beginning of this book was horrific. I'll tell you. It chilled me. It really did. I'm not going to spoil anything, but that beginning part of this book was really chilling. I'm so excited to read this book, and you will also see that I have Scotch 845 book tape all over this book too, which I've talked about. Scotch 845 book tape on some of my other books before, some of my other videos. Yeah, this book just really needed the tape, but yeah, I know I'm gonna love this book to the end. Now, this book is a book that's part of this of Paul Zindel's Zone Unknown book series, which is just a series, one of his most famous book series, YA middle grade, whatever book series that he's ever made. I'm pretty sure it's just, I think it's got like 7 or 8 books. I could be wrong, but this one's one of them. I may collect a few of those other books in the series and review them later on. But yeah, this book is just, I love it so far. Yeah, I'm going to review that book soon, so stay tuned. Probably those other two. I don't know about the Lion Game book. Probably White Fang, but maybe not. The Lion Game book, I mean, comment down below if any of you guys read that book, and White Fang. Just don't spoil anything for me. Anyways, second to last book. This book is the third and final book in total that I got in that book box thingy too, just where I got those other two mass markets from. This book is called The Falcon by Jackie French Kaler. This is a hardcover, library binding, really actually fantastic condition. Yeah, as you can see, it's got its book sleeve on it. I think that's what they call them. And they actually taped it to the cover right there. You can see that tape right there. It also has this right here. Like, that's kind of interesting. And it says Washington County Library instead of Main Street. Oh. No, it says Main Street Books right there. And also says YA, so this is a YA book too, as you can see right there. But, like, why does it say Hurricane Valley Branch, Washington County Library? Oh, this might have came from Hurricane St. George, I think, and they may have brought it to Main Street Books. And then brought it to that little book box thing. I think that's the case for this book. And those, well, maybe not those other two, I think just this one. Yeah, I'm interested in this, kind of interested in this book. Yeah, I think I'm going to eventually end up giving all three, this one and those other two books, back to the book box thingy, because, you know, I want other people to have a chance to read them too. Look, I'm a person with a lot of sympathy and empathy, you know. I'm a kind person, kind human being. But anyways, there's that book. It's not the most thrilled for that book either, but I'll try to give it a try, considering that's a YA book. This last book here, in a brand new paperback copy that I got off of Amazon, is also a YA book. It's kind of more of a YA book for a bit more older teens, ages 14 and up, not 12 to 14 and up. It's just 14 and up. But this book is called Vengeance Road. Now, I have heard tons of good things about this book. It's also by Erin Bowman. I think Erin Bowman is a American award-winning author, I think. I think she's a very well-known author, so I'm really excited for this book. She also made another book that's a counterpart to this book, I think, called Retribution Rails. But yeah, this book I heard is a really gritty, intense, violent, suspenseful, all those things, Western, revenge-based book story. So really excited about this book. I put Scotch A45 book tape all over this book too, even though it didn't need it. I just wanted it to last longer. Because, you know, I didn't want to go out and buy another copy of this book. This book was, though, $8 in paperback and, like, 20-something, close to $20-something dollars in hardcover on Amazon. Yeah, really excited for this book. It's a little bit kind of, like, bent on the bottom and the top. The pages are a little bit kind of like curved, slanted a little bit, but I'm fine with that. Pages are also beautiful white, brand new, and they look so good. But yeah, really excited for that book. And that, ladies and gentlemen, wraps up my book haul video for you guys today. That's all 5 books, so I was right. There's 5, not 6. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. Comment down below, subscribe down below, stay tuned for my next videos, and I'll see you again in my next videos. Take care.